So my name's Bre like the cheese, and I came to law school after about a decade of hospitality and restaurant management experience. I thought that I was coming to law school to be an employment lawyer, and quickly realized that I love technology and that intellectual property law was going to be the right place for me. And so I've kind of pivoted into that role. Something I wish I had known prior to starting law school is just how important the community is that you're going to be a part of. Choosing Utah was just fate for me. I was meant to be here, and I think you have to be very mindful about picking a community that you feel like you're going to fit in with very well, because you're going to see the faculty and the students and everyone that makes up that community for 3 years nonstop. And so I think that's the most valuable thing that you can do for yourself. So I'm currently studying intellectual property law, so I really enjoy learning about patents and copyright, trademark, anything that kind of intersects with technology. I love the way that the law kind of helps foster and protect innovation, but also has to find that balance of protection and also allowing the free use of ideas in other realms. Intersections between AI and the law, I think that's kind of the big topic of the day, and I think there are a lot of really interesting legal questions kind of embedded in the way intellectual property law relates to AI use and generative AI models and things of that nature. And my hope for the University of Utah is to establish an IP pro bono program. We have so many different pro bono offerings at the University of Utah, and I've been heavily involved in those during my career. But I really want to find a way to kind of intertwine intellectual property and service to the community. Professor Jonas Anderson is definitely one of my mentors. I have had the privilege of doing research with him this year. And I have to shout out Dean Kronk-Warner because she was my coach when I was on a 1L moot court team. The University of Utah does an incredible job at finding some of the best people I've ever met to work here. I've done law review. This is my second year doing moot court. I'm the president of the Student Litigation Society and of our yoga club on campus. There is an organization for everyone here. We have an IP student group, we have environmental groups, we have public service groups. I've done a ton of pro bono work. I find that that's been one of the most valuable things that I've done. Just getting to actually meet clients and remember the human element of the law is so critical for law students. I recommend the University of Utah to absolutely anyone. I think that it has the same sort of offerings and is of the same high caliber as other highly ranked schools. When I came for a student admissions day before I came to Utah, I went on a tour and they showed us this space that's used for yoga and a meditation room that could be booked like a study room, and even a food pantry that they have in the law building. And that really signaled to me that this school was different because it actually cared about the students that go here beyond what professional goals that they had and where their careers were going to take them. It felt like the faculty at Utah cared about students as people and cared about them holistically and their wellness and what they actually needed to get through law school. And so whether you consider Utah or another school, I highly recommend that you consider those features that you can't necessarily see from the statistics.